a friend of mine was looking at a mountain house. And so I
Okay.
planning on retiring, so I contacted her. And she's retired or not, she's a teacher at DeKalb County. She's waiting. So if she does, or if she doesn't, hopefully I've picked up a client, which is a $500,000 sale. And she wants to purchase an in-town condo and a mountain house.
She wants to purchase an in-town condo and a mountain house.
Yes.
Nice. Where does she live now? Does she own a home now?
Yeah. Her house is worth, she thinks, about $500,000.
So she needs to sell that too.
So I'm crossing my fingers she's retiring.
Okay, well, so she has a $500,000 house. My God, that's a good house for a teacher.
Yeah.
Although they all deserve that kind of house, probably.
Yes, they do.
Okay, so you're gonna maybe sell a $500,000 house, help her buy an in-town condo, and help her buy a mountain house?
Yes, I hope. Yes, that's gonna
Okay.
happen one day. Hopefully it's now, but if not, I'm gonna keep in touch with her as my client for maybe next year.
Exactly. And teachers are very, very good prospects, or very, very good people to have in your database. Okay. And they're very receptive to systematic communication. You're proving over and over to them that you are professional and organized, and that's something that they certainly appreciate, and they're certainly kind of have a special awareness for. And they pretty much know everybody. So deepen that relationship as much as you can, okay?
Okay.
Okay, beautiful. Welcome, everybody. All right, who wants to go next? Tell me some positive news. What are you grateful for?
Well, I may have picked up a buyer too, but I got to see if she can get pre-approved first. So I'm going to just keep my fingers crossed.
Okay. Well, remember, work on the relationship first. The money will come. So if she's not pre-approved, maybe you could help her find a rental or something.
Okay.
Right. And by the way, if she's not pre-approved, she'll be overly grateful for your involvement if you can help her get approved, or if you can help her tackle whatever challenge she's got to tackle prior to getting the go-ahead. So for example, she might be, I don't know, let's say 2 months away from being pre-approved, and all she has to do is, pay down a credit card or something, and all of a sudden she is ready to roll. Nice and patient. Come from the heart. Okay, Ebony, talk to me. What's going on?
Good morning. I lost my voice.
Good morning.
Hold on.
I didn't mean to call you out.
I sound horrible.
You do kind of sound horrible. Today's going to be a texting day, huh? Okay. Can I probably should bring this up privately to you, but do you mind if I share something? Okay. I don't know if I assume there's a reason, but on Facebook, it's a little confusing who you are. If somebody searches for Ebony Eccles, I don't know if they're going to find you. So we can talk about that offline a little bit.
Okay.
But make sure that whoever you're flirting with, whoever you're courting as a potential buyer or potential seller, they're almost certainly going to look you up. So just make sure that it's my suggestion is make it easier for them to find you, right? So whether it be on Instagram or LinkedIn, especially LinkedIn, Facebook, right? We want to make sure we have a nice professional presence on there, and that we keep everything. How do I want to say this? As little divisive as we can, right? Like, for example, we don't want to be, screaming that we love one party over the other party, right? That's going to eliminate possibly half of the world. No, it's just not the place for that. You're a public figure now, whether you want to admit it or not. Okay. Okay, Ebony, we'll talk about that offline, okay?
Okay.
All right, who else? Who else got some good news? Who else wants to share some cool experience from the weekend?
I had a customer call me on Friday. Like, she said she saw one of my Google ads. And so I don't know what's happening because I haven't run a Google ad in months. But for some reason, she got my name and she asked me about this property in Douglasville. And so I started helping her. So I'm nurturing her and I'm trying to work with her to get her to sign that buyer's agreement. I have another call with her today. I got some more information about the home she was looking for. So she's
Beautiful.
one of those.
Say that thought again. She's one of those what?
When you say by chance or luck, she's one of those because I have no idea how she found me.
Well, that's kind of what we had alluded to. We've alluded to a couple of times is that the difference between what I would call dumb luck and activity-based luck, right? Dumb luck is like you happen to be in like the grocery store and you like bump into somebody who sees your name tag or something, right? Actually, dumb luck would be that you don't even have a name tag on. Activity-based luck would be like something I did in the past. I created some kind of activity, chaos. I kind of dusted some things up, and now the results are coming back to me. So I know that seems like you didn't earn that, but you absolutely did earn that. Make sense?
Yes.
That makes sense, guys? Okay, hang on one second.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, guess what that was? A kid that, or an old teacher at my kid's old school got in touch with my wife who is considering selling. Again, that seems happenstance, right? But that's not happenstance at all. That's from me paying significant money, or my wife and I paying significant money to send our kids to that school and now get access to all the people that are affiliated with the school, right? So hopefully, Pam, that'll be a cool opportunity for you. House in kind of Johns Creek area. Okay, let's do one more. Who else wants to share some news from the weekend? All right, let's jump right in. We got a busy week on our schedule, guys. I want to go through a few things with you right now. So basic skills camp, which we primarily do at 2 o'clock, from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock on Mondays. It happens to be the exact time that Joanne Curtin is going to do converting leads to appointments. Joanne Curtin is our #1 agent at the office at the Market Center. She'll show us how to take a lead, then convert it to an appointment in order to get the listing. So I think that is a phenomenal basic skills session. The link is on the schedule that I sent out. It's also on the email that I sent yesterday night, and it's on the newsletter that was sent out Friday. So you shouldn't have any problem finding the link. If you need to, I can find it again and post it on the WhatsApp. So that will be today from 2 to 3 o'clock. Again, Joanne's our top agent. Wednesday at 11 o'clock is going to be career day. If you are chatting with anyone who is interested in becoming a real estate agent, that is a great first place to start. Carrie Veal will be hosting it. Carrie was our Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. She is one of our top agents. I think she might be number 3 in the office right now, actually. She's only been in the business barely 2 years. She's going to be hosting the open house, the career night. That is Wednesday, or career day, Wednesday at 11 o'clock. We've also scheduled another session, And this is a program called 10 to Win that we've been working on through the office. Sarah Sloan, number 2 in the office, is going to be doing her live listing presentation on Wednesday from 12:30 to 1:30. 12:30 to 1:30. Again, link is in the email, link is in the newsletter, and link is on the calendar of events that I sent out at the end of last week. Okay, that's a different link. So Joanne and Sarah's have different links for Zoom, so make sure you're paying attention to that. We also are going to be doing that day, Wednesday, from 1:30 to 3:30. We are inviting some of our tech partners. Robin Taylor. Robin runs Robin T Realty, which is the kind of on-site virtual assistant company at our market center. She is going to be teaming with Lianza Bacala, who is one of her partners, and they're going to be going over opportunities within Command, and they're going to share about 2 hours with us. They've got a big presentation about Command and how to do a bunch of different stuff, particularly opportunities, and they'll be available for Q&A just for the productivity group Wednesday from 1:30 to 3:30. We have our typical times for the masterminds, growth tomorrow from 4 to 5, the all group session Thursday from 3 to 4, and the launch mastermind from 1 to 2 on Friday. Does anyone have any questions on any of that stuff?
That's all on your calendar that you sent out?
It is. That is all on the calendar that I sent out. I sent out 2 versions. The first one was prior to switching it up for Joanne and Sarah. And then on Friday, I sent out one that does include Joanne and Sarah's information, also included in the email from yesterday. So make sure that you take a peek at that. Okay. Anyone have any questions on any of that? Okay, extra bonus points if you can tell me how many homes have gone under contract in the last 7 days. Who knows?
1,400 and something, 1417.
1356.
Y'all are good. Y'all are good. I actually wrote it down about half an hour ago. It was only 1352. So that means that 4 homes have actually gone under contract in the last 20 minutes, probably. Liz, that you're close enough where you probably have a setting off slightly, right? You might be searching a different kind of grouping of properties. I have it just set for all of Metro Atlanta in the last 7 days. So that's phenomenal, guys. New listings in the last 7 days, just so you know, 2,197. Okay, 2,197. Under contracts, that's 1,352. Closed units in the last 7 days in Metro Atlanta is 2,591. So what does that tell you? When you hear those numbers, what do you think? What does that tell you?
People are out buying houses.
Yes, there are.
They're selling houses.
Okay, I agree completely. So if, I talk to a lot of people, and one of the first things that they happen to say is, oh, with COVID, oh, with coronavirus. I'm like, yeah, so what? Right? That you still have to, you're still building a business, right? You still have to earn income to feed your family and to pay your bills and all these things. We can't control what happens with coronavirus. All we can do is control how we respond to it. And what we know is there's been 2,197 real estate agents who have gone out there and secured a listing in the last 7 days. Okay. So anyone else have any thoughts on those numbers?
We're still having more go under contract than new listings we're doing. I mean, more closings than new listings.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go. Good job, Pam. What does that tell you? It means the inventory is getting even tighter.
Y'all, I had a property go on the market on Thursday. We didn't have any showings on Thursday. I blocked it out, but on Friday we got 4 offers on it, and and 2 people wanting to do backup offers. So we have a backup.
Beautiful. So Kathy, that's probably a good opportunity for you to call around the neighbors and number one, let them know who you are, obviously. Number two, let them know about the new listing and let them know that it was so popular and your marketing was so great that you ended up getting 4 clients or 4 prospects, but you only have 1 home to sell. So if they have a home to sell or they know somebody who has a home to sell, you could probably turn that one pretty quickly. So that's just, that's like 3 pieces of evidence of success. And I would highly, highly recommend that you tell the world about that. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so send me that address and I'll get you a list in the next 20 minutes, okay?
Okay.
My assistant is sitting at her computer ready to help y'all. Cool? Okay, any other comments on the listings data? Okay, while I got everyone on the phone, let's remind you about your July goals for listing appointments. Let me make sure that everyone on the call has given me a number. Heather Fowler, do you want to tell the community how many listing appointments you are seeking to go on this month?
You're muted.
Kathy, Ray, and Pam, I'm coming to you next. And Heather Mueller, who wants to tell me how many listing appointments they intend to go on this month?
I'm going to aim for 2.
You're going to aim for 2. You are committed to 2, or you're aiming for 2?
I'm trying to remember. I'm driving, so I'm trying to remember my sheet and what I need to do and my goals and stuff. So I don't have it in my head. I need to have that in my head.
Yes, you're teeing me up really nicely. Okay.
Not in my head, so that's a problem.
Your goals should be, that's why we did the big rocks, is we have like 2 or 3 things that we've got to know, like boom, 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 boom. So like I should be, and I know Heather's new and this is not an opportunity for me to embarrass anyone, please. But it is an opportunity for you guys to see how important it is to make sure that you know the things you got to know to be a business owner, right? So how many listing appointments do I need to go on each month in order for my goals to happen, in order for me to be on track? So all you need to do is go to your MREA2 spreadsheet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me know right away and we'll get on a coaching call immediately. So not another minute goes by without you having this number in your head, okay? So the goal here is we need to know how many listing appointments we need to go on each month in order for our goals to happen. Now, it's also the 13th of July, which we discussed before. In 2 days, we need to pull out the 15th of the month protocol and basically say, I'm not on track. And so now my activities need to adjust so I can get back on track because we're halfway through the month. Let's say, for example, we have to go on 4 listing appointments a month in order for our goals to happen. And we've only gone on, let's say we've gone on 0. Half of the month is already gone. So we need to say whatever we were doing with our time and however long we were on the phone before, if I can be super blunt, it wasn't enough or it wasn't effective or it wasn't effective enough. And so we need to increase our the amount of time that we're spending building our business and talking to people so that we can increase our chances of getting back on pace. So it might sound like I'm coming at you guys kind of strong. I'm not accusing anyone directly, but please understand that you're almost halfway through the month. And these are your goals. These are designed to help you get a life worth living. And outside of your desire for it, I'm probably right up there with you. So let me know how I can help you, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kathy and Pam, do you have that number by chance? Okay, next time I see you, I want that number. And David, we're catching up today to create that schedule. Okay. David, by the way, David is relatively new to the office. You want to tell everyone who you are, David? Good morning.
Good morning. Well, I'm new here, and I'm happy to join the Keller Williams Club. And you know, I'm trying to do my best to polish my knowledge and catch up a couple things. So, yeah, I'll be with you guys.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, David.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's probably too late. I did post it yesterday and we've been talking about it for a while. But my wife, Rachel, will actually be at the Market Center today. She's leaving in a couple minutes. And she does have a couple of open slots for headshots. So I sent out her offering package and what she does and what she offers and how much it costs and all that stuff. But there are enough people signed up today for you guys to get 20% off of her normal rate because, you know, it's a group rate or whatever. So if you have any interest in a professional headshot, this morning would be the time. And we can schedule obviously at other times, but the group opportunity would be available this morning. I think Liz is on her way, right? All right. Okay. One thing I want to just put out there for you guys is all that we've been talking about in terms of prospecting and in terms of hitting our goals for listing appointments and in terms of you know, moving towards that 15th of the month protocol if you happen to be behind. It's all designed to create habits of a successful growing business owner. So one thing that I learned on a coaching call last week was this idea of what habits have you formed in your life that you're proud of, right? What habits have you formed in your life that you're proud of? And the disciplines and the focus and the awareness that you had when you decided something was going to become a habit. Let's say it's the habit of prayer, or maybe it's the habit of exercise, or maybe it's the habit of not drinking, or the habit of going to sleep at a certain time or waking up at a certain time. Whatever you were experiencing mentally when you decided to take that on, and whatever you experience mentally every day when you do it, it's that exact energy that you need to take when you're starting to take on real estate professional related habits. Does that make sense? So for example, Andrew, you're a fitness guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you tried to make that connection between like if you don't go to the gym or you don't lift weights or you don't run or whatever you do, if you don't do that every day, it feels really strange, right?
I guess so.
So it's
Well,
so ingrained in you right now that it doesn't even feel like a habit.
yeah, it's just been doing it for a while.
Yeah. So ideally what I want you to do is get in the habit of knocking out your daily real estate tasks with that type of intensity and that type of structure, right? So a habit might be, hey, every morning I look at the data because when I'm on the telephone with my people that I'm prospecting, you know, and they say, oh, well, this coronavirus, I just don't think anyone's buying or selling. Say, hey, would it surprise you to know? Right? By the way, you don't say, well, that's not true. Let me tell you the numbers. That people want to be right. Just let them be right. Okay? They want to look good and they want to be right. So don't stop them from looking good and don't tell them they're wrong. Just transition that into something that allows you to share a new idea with them. So for example, would it surprise you to know that there's been 2,197 people that have listed their home in the last 7 days? And actually 2,591 have gone under contract. I think I've said this before, but don't say there's been about 2,100 people that have listed their home. Give them the exact number, okay? Exact numbers make it seem like it's real, which it is, but it also makes it seem like you're a researcher and you're up to the moment data and on the metrics, okay? People are impressed by that. Anyone have any questions on that? Does anyone want to share how their mindset around a habit they developed and how they are incorporating that into their real estate world? You guys are so quiet today. Oh my goodness.
I will tell, okay, I'll share mine. I go to sleep. I don't stay up all night long. I go to sleep by 10 o'clock. And it made a difference in my life.
That's the one that I was probably going to say too, is the sleep is probably my same thing too. I'm trying to get in the habit of going to sleep earlier. Which
So
I
do you have like an alarm that tells you to like put your phone away or turn out the lights or something?
My fiance.
That'll do it. Okay. What else? Anything else?
Talking to people every single day. I used to not do that.
Okay. What are we going to do today to meet some people? What strategy are you going to use today to get into conversation with somebody that you don't even know who they are right now?
That I don't know. I had a strategy for a couple of people I do know.
Okay, let's try that.
Pop buys with alcohol.
Okay, what's a pop by, Kathy?
Well, I always call them and ask, make sure I'm sorry, my daughter and her family are here. They're moving to Florida on Wednesday. They've already packed up their house, so you might hear children. So I call and make sure they're there, and then I show up and surprise them with something. I just call and say, hey, just want to make sure you're around. I just want to stop by. And lots of times they know exactly what it means. So it gets me business.
And so what happened, like logistically, how does that work? You stop by, you ring the doorbell, you hand them a bottle of wine, and then you chit chat and you leave. Walk us through more of that.
That's it. That is it. It is. I won't go in their house. A lot of times recently they'll be out in the yard waiting for me. And because I don't want to go in their houses unless I'm going on a listing presentation.
Right.
But yeah, it's, and they, sometimes it's for the parents, sometimes it's for the kids, sometimes it's for both of them. So that's what
Beautiful.
I'm doing today.
Okay. And how much money do you think you spend a month in that activity?
About $150.
And that's enough for what, 10 pop buys or something?
Oh, well, it depends on what I'm popping by with. Like if it's baked goodies or homemade ice cream, that's cheaper than a bottle of bourbon or Grey Goose or, so it just depends, but I can get a lot done with $150.
So, yeah, I would think so. And also if you, especially, let's say you went out and made some chocolate chip cookies or something like that, and that's cheap. You
Yes.
can make a box of chocolate chip cookies for what, $5 or something?
Yes.
I think y'all should try that. Let's try it and see how it goes. If you get in front of, let's say you spend $150 and you get in front of 25 people, right? Well, what if you got a referral from every one of them? You'd be set for the next year.
Yep.
Right? What are your favorite pop buys that you do right now?
Me?
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal cookies, or alcohol. Alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol is usually a good one. However, if you have enough conversations with these people and you're asking them stuff about, stuff they like, I don't know, let's say they're, huge Georgia fans or something and they just had a baby. Buy them a little Georgia bib, right? Pay attention to what they're doing and what they enjoy and how they spend their time. And then those pop buys are even more special and unique. Does that make sense?
I sometimes bring fresh cut herbs from my garden.
Oh my gosh, that's free.
Yep.
What a
Wow.
great idea. What a great idea.
That is.
All right. Okay, we got a busy day or a busy week, of course, and a busy day today. So let's go out and spend the next couple of hours generating some leads. And let's tune in at 2 o'clock with Joanne. Don't forget, it's a different link. I have emailed you the link, and it's in WhatsApp, and it is in the monthly or the daily newsletter from the Market Center. 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, Joanne Curtin is going to be doing her list or her a session on converting leads to appointments. I got to tell you guys, there's pretty much nothing more important than converting leads to appointments. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And if I told you that the #1 agent in the Market Center was teaching a class on the most important thing you can learn, can you think of any reason why you wouldn't be there?
No.
Okay. All right, make sure you tune in, okay? Take lots of notes. I'll be there too. All right,
Okay.
you'll have an awesome day. For those that we have our call, Liz, Kathy, Heather Mueller, Andrew, Ashley, and a couple others, we got our calls today, so don't forget about that. And make sure that your numbers are all updated for the first week in July. And don't forget that our end of our reporting period for this time is tomorrow night. So congratulations, guys, on all your efforts. I appreciate you being with me this morning. And y'all go out and change some lives, okay?
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.